Hey everyone, it's Josiah. Today is Tuesday, March 30th, and we got the keys to our new house today. Unfortunately, Rebecca is out of town for 2 weeks on her lambing placement, and so I picked up the keys earlier, but yeah, just got to the place, and I thought it'd be fun to just take you through the empty house, kind of show you what we're working with, and I'll be doing some work over the next few weeks, and I'm excited to share that with you as well. Let's go. Alright, so the past few weeks, Rebecca and I have kind of just been waiting for everything to settle. In Scotland, both the buyer and the seller can pretty much back out till the very end, and so we weren't really sure if it was going to happen or not. And then our date of entry was coming closer, but thankfully everything kind of worked out. And so we're here now. This past week, everything kind of moved really quickly, and so paid the deposit, basically signed all the mortgage forms and all that stuff, and here we are. So I will take you through as you walk in here, the living room. This is the first room. So you can see out there to the front. As you can see, the walls right now are kind of purple. There's some wallpaper there that you need to take care of. Walking into the kitchen. Everything is kind of integrated into the cabinets, which we really like. So, fridge, straight here. Got a dishwasher, which became very important to us pretty quickly after we moved here. And then you can see here again, the washing machine is also in the kitchen, which was a surprise to us when we first moved here. That's the kitchen. You can see what we really liked about this property is there's a little conservatory here. So these aren't as popular in the US, since I suppose you could just go outside, but it's really nice because you can kind of enjoy all the sunlight. We still have a heater right there. Let's move on. Here's one of the bedrooms. Just make it through. Alright, so one of the things I never realized about getting a new place is half the battle would just be figuring out how to turn the lights on, but here is the downstairs bedroom. You can see it's pretty large. I think the previous owners used it kind of like a second living room or family room. And the downstairs bathroom is here as well. It's actually called a shower room, as you can see, because it's pretty much just for the shower. There's no curtains. But yeah, you got your toilet and your sink. And we'll head upstairs now. And let's just go left to right. So I'll show you the second bathroom with the bath. Electric shower, sink. This is something that I'm pretty excited about. We didn't see it in the pictures for the house and we forgot while we were doing the viewing, but this is like a heated towel rack. It was very helpful. Never thought I would want one of those. Here's another bedroom. This is the smallest one. You can see the walls are painted pink. Plan right now is to use this as an office, so if I repaint those walls, I think we'll be good to go. Here we have a closet. Nothing special, but never gonna have enough space, I suppose. And then here is the master bedroom. Okay, give you the pan here. So there's two closets here. Here's the first one. And the second. Plenty of room. As you can see the walls here are purple as well, and so the first thing that I'll be working on this weekend is just repainting some of the walls, cleaning the carpets, basic stuff like that. But yeah, there's just a quick look at, I guess, how the house is right before we move in. Rebecca will come back next Friday. We'll move in that following Saturday, but there's a lot of work to do and we're excited to share that with you guys. All right, it's like almost 11:30 now. I've just finished kind of doing an initial walkthrough of the house just to see the condition of everything and make sure like the appliances work and all that stuff, but really just to start prep for everything I want to accomplish. And so as you can see, I've got a nice healthy box of like screws and nails that I've taken off of the walls. I've gone ahead and taken measurements of all the walls that I want to paint. And so I'll be coming back in the next few days just to start preparing the walls, since you gotta like sand them, scrub them down, plaster over the holes and stuff like that. And this Saturday is when we'll be doing a lot of the work in preparation for the move. Good night. All right, so it's Friday, April 2nd. I'm about to go and pick up the supplies that we need to paint this weekend, and then hopefully prep the walls tonight. So let's go. Alright, so we picked up all of our supplies. This is James. You want to introduce yourself?
Hi, I'm James. I am at the Uni of Edinburgh and I know Josiah through Destiny Church.
Yeah, so we got all our supplies, we're gonna unload, and I'm gonna start prepping the walls. So, we're prepping the walls right now. Scrubbing them down. Cut that. Once the walls are clean, we're gonna patch up the holes with some filler and then sand it down and then vacuum everything up, and we should be good to go for tomorrow. So, in the process of filling now. So for holes like this, after you clean it, you basically just sand it around to make sure it's smooth, vacuumed up all the dust, and now putting in filler. So hopefully it'll be smooth, we'll sand it again, and we'll be able to just paint it over, and it will look like there was never a hole there. Good night. Alright, so it's about right after 10 p.m. now. James just left. We've been making pretty good progress so far, just getting the walls ready. So they're all clean. I'm just going around, and tonight I'm trying to finish patching everything up and then sanding it. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't take too much longer. Alright, it's just after midnight. I think most of the prep work is done. Time to head home, get some rest, and tomorrow will be the big painting day. Good night. Good morning, everybody. So it's Saturday now, the big painting day here at the new house, but it's already been a bit of a chaotic morning already. I woke up and got a text message that the IKEA order that we had placed was going to be delivered within like the next hour. And so I rushed to get ready, hopped on the bus, and then on the bus I got a call that delivery drivers were waiting at our front door, and I was like, sorry, I'll be there in 10 minutes. I rushed over here, and thankfully they were all very nice about it, and we got our IKEA stuff. And so now that I'm here, I guess it's good that we're having an earlier start. I just need to finish sanding the walls. Kenna should be here in the next hour or so, and then we can get started painting. Okay, so Kenna's here.
Hi.
Would you like to introduce yourself?
I'm Kenna. I'm in the same program as Rebecca. We're studying together in Edinburgh.
Yeah, so very grateful for Kenna to help with us with everything today. So like I mentioned, we've been prepping the walls. The plaster should be dry now, and so we just have to sand it down, vacuum up all the dust, and we will start painting. Hi, Kenna. So Kenna spent her last free day with me helping, but she's going to Wales tomorrow for 3 weeks for lambing and other things. Yeah. Well, I hope you enjoy your trip. Thank you for helping.
Thanks. Thanks for having me.
Bye. It's like dinner time now, and just finished the first coat for all the walls in this room, and so it's taking a bit longer than I expected, but I'm hoping I can at least finish this room tonight. And so to kind of show you what I mentioned earlier with that overlap, you can kind of see where it's like more white here because we like cut in the wall and then we also went over it with the roller. And so this is more like what the second coat will look like. And so when I go back through again, I'm hoping it'll blend and it'll just be white. And the reason why it's so obvious here is because the wall behind it is a little darker, and so it takes a couple coats to cover that up, versus you can kind of see on this wall, since it was painted directly on the plasterboard, which is a lot lighter. It's somewhat uneven, but for the most part, it's a lot harder to tell. So, gonna break for dinner and then get back to it. All right, it's been a long day. Now I'm calling it quits now. We made good progress. It took a little bit longer than expected, like I mentioned, but there's a first coat on all the walls here in the living room, and then I've cut in all the walls for a second coat. So we'll see how the second coat goes, and may or may not need a third coat. And then at some point we have 2 more rooms to do. But I think the biggest win today is I managed to get barely any paint on myself, so that's a win. But yeah, I'm gonna just clean up and take the bus back and try to get some sleep. But that's the first day of painting. Hey everyone, so it's Friday now, the 9th. It's been a pretty busy week just bouncing around between our flat and the new place, trying to paint the walls, get everything ready. But Rebecca is back now. Hello.
Hello.
How was your 2 weeks of lambing?
It was fun. I learned a lot. You know, I got a lot of hands-on experience, and now I'm just glad to be back with, you know, a shower and warmth, and, you know, excited to move.
Yeah, so we're both pretty exhausted due to the lambing and everything going on. So it's gonna be a long weekend. But you can kind of see now our flat is a little bit chaotic. We've packed most of the things up. But Rebecca hasn't seen the place since our viewing a couple months ago, so we're gonna head over there now, do a little bit more cleaning. But yeah, so we're at the house now. You've done now your first official walkthrough now that you have the keys.
I'm excited. It's obviously like a mess right now.
Work in progress.
But there's a lot of potential, and I'm looking forward to working on it.
Yeah, I feel like you inherit all like an infinite number of projects with the house, which is good. Now we have things to do.
Yeah, because we weren't doing anything in lockdown.
Yeah. So you're doing laundry now.
Yep, probably like 3 loads.
Yeah, so I said I was painting all week. I'll give a quick update of how that's going. And so this is the living room now. It has maybe 2.5, 3-ish coats of paint. You can see it's pretty much done. I think it turned out great for not really knowing what I was doing. So this is the living room. We will go upstairs now. The prep took, I think, the longest time, and so there's still a bunch more painting to do. This is the bedroom. I've done the white, so we wanted to do 3 walls of white and 1 wall of black. And for the most part, the white's all done. There's a few spots where you can still see a little bit of the gray underneath, and so I might have to go touch that up. But it's, for the most part, done. And then you can see here, I'm still working the black, so I've cut in the edges. And tonight, my goal is to do the first layer of rolling, try to cut it in again, and then 1 more layer of rolling, and we'll see how we get there. So yeah, a lot of work still to do, but good progress so far.